So it's fitting that out where the buffalo roam, communities are taking a stand to cut their economic dependence on these powerful retailers, who have also become the biggest employers in many states as better-paying manufacturing jobs continue to move overseas.
I bring today Senate Bill 272, which is the big box store tax. You need to pay people enough to live on. If you're not going to, then you're going to pay this tax because we need the money to cover their health insurance benefits and the other public services they consume.
Montana joins a list of at least 24 other states that want to legislate retailers whose poorly paid employees are forced to rely on public health programs. Wal-Mart staffers are often the top beneficiaries of taxpayer-funded programs in those states.
Retail service jobs are what they are, whether you're talking about Wal-Mart or Target or Sears or the corner bakery or the gift shop or anything else. Those jobs just don't pay as much as jobs that might require more specialized knowledge or expertise. How many folks would these states have on public assistance needing extra health care if they didn't work for Wal-Mart? Trust me, the number would be an awful lot higher.
I think the American consumer is hoodwinked beyond belief on that issue and many others. There is a kind of corporate tyranny that it basically owns the country and owns the organs of information and continues to convince people that what's good for General Motors is good for America, to use the old phrase. It ain't necessarily so, folks.
This is the richest corporation in the world. In the world. It has an annual income larger than many nations in this world. And they have the ability to pay their workers wages, which would not require government and taxpayers to be subsidizing the health insurance cost of their children.
Most of the criticism that you hear about Wal-Mart is part of a very expensive campaign that's fueled by the unions. Make no mistake about that.
We as citizens are fully capable of taking care of ourselves, of feeding ourselves, of creating strong communities. We are not dependent on corporations, and we need to get over that idea that corporations somehow are necessary components of our lives.
That's a lesson that's not lost on Powell, Wyoming. When its local economy crashed in the 1980s, the corporate chains fled a dying, isolated town.
Our population is 5,300. That's far short of 100,000. We're 75 miles close to an interstate. We don't think that's very far at all when you live in the wild, wild west or whatever. And our direct market is 10,000, and they almost would laugh at us. Corporate America just kind of hung up on us.
No Fear, Hollister, Calvin Klein.
So Powell decided that if corporate America had no need for Powell, Powell had no need for corporate America. The town opened its own department store, the Merc. Residents bought in at $500 a share.
The people had never had the opportunity to invest in their community. And we got from all parts of life in this community, people bought stock. That's what maybe is really good about our area, the Midwest, farming, agriculture. People have always had to take care of their own problems. And I think that's just what happened here.
Could it be that Powell's self-sufficiency is a model for independent America? Other towns across the Midwest have begun to follow its example and have asked the Merc's managers to help them establish their own community-owned retail as well.
You offer the very best customer service that you can, and you meet the needs of your community.
We made money from day one. Why drive 90 miles when you can buy it right here? And that's what we're faced with.
Why don't you drive to Wal-Mart and clean?
I don't shop there very often. I'm sorry.